So we're here in Portugal looking for a dream home, and I want to share a really beautiful story that resonated with my family that happened sometime this week. We went up north to have a look at a couple of properties in a region near Coimbra, and we stayed at an Airbnb run by a guy called Matt, and he basically told us a story. And it was just really amazing because 14 years ago he decided he'd had enough of his life and job, 9 to 5, back in the UK, and wanted to really have a look and see whether he could start an adventure company somewhere in Europe. He was basically looking for a river that hadn't been touched by any of these existing camping tours or kayaking tours or these adventure companies that usually set up shop where there's a river to be rafted or a campsite to be camped. So here he was, found a river, no one touched it. See, the local Portuguese, they don't do such things as canoeing or kayaking or camping. That to them is not part of their holiday that they normally do. So he found this stretch of river and he really fell in love with it. So he tested it. He kind of camped it out for a couple of years and looked at the local campsites and handed out his brochures, and it took off. And he found a property near the river that he knew had the potential, and it was basically just a derelict house. It had running water and electricity, and he put an offer in and he got it. And the amazing thing was he only took 3 photos of the original state of the house because a little voice told him it's not going to work. But basically that was what everyone told him. They just said, "You're crazy. What are you doing? You earn good money. Why would you do that? Why would you give up a good job and go somewhere else random and do this thing?" So in the back of his mind, he wanted to prove everyone wrong, but at the same time he thought, well, I won't take that many photos because I might fail. But he didn't. He really backed himself. He believed in what he'd found, and he followed his dream. And so 14 years later, he runs a successful Airbnb downstairs that houses, it has 3 bedrooms. It can take up a family, and he has volunteers coming in the summer season helping him out. From all over the world they come and they have an amazing experience helping him out with his adventure business. So the moral of the story is you can make a decision to live an amazing life. And once you've made that decision, you are the only one accountable and the only one who can back yourself making it. And whether or not you do is really up to you, because no one fails when they follow their dream. It has its up and downs, but ultimately, when you're following your heart, you're on the money, and everything else flows from there.